Hello, beautiful souls. I am Jennifer with the Balanced Life, and I'm doing something different that I've never done before, and I probably will keep doing it because, well, I read a lot. So it takes me a while to read, but I do read a lot. So I'm going to do a book review because the people in this community, or maybe in others that might find me, might find that they like the same thing. And I'm all about self-healing and self-help and making the world a better place. So, the first book I'm going to go over today is the only book I'm going to go over today is this one. You Can Create an Exceptional Life by Louise Hay and Cheryl Richardson. Now, I've read several Louise Hay books. I have several on my shelf. Um, I love the positivity that she has that comes out. So this book is quite insightful. So just so you know, like Cheryl Richardson is the one who wrote the book while interviewing Louise Hay. And if you don't know Louise Hay, she's written a genre of books. She's also the CEO, or excuse me, she was the CEO and owner of Hay House, which has tons of beautiful souls who teach and write books and give cards and just awe-inspiring. Uh, Louise, of course, has passed since. But what she does here is she touches a little bit on her life, but she even says in the book, I've already written about my life. I'd rather write about my growth. And that's what this book is about. This book is about her spiritual growth and how she came to be. And now she started her spiritual side around 42. That's when she decided and became. Now, although I have always been spiritually curious, I don't think that I started my spiritual growth till later in life. So it really means a lot to read about Louise and where she started and how she became who she was and opened up to so many people and helped so many people later on her life. And that's inspiring in itself. This book discusses the the mindset and creativity of a positive mind, as well as affirmations, things that help you move forward in life and get rid of some of the shit show that you've accumulated throughout your life and things you think about that you don't even know that you think about. Louise takes affirmations not just as state of every morning, like something you do every morning, but she lives it and she shows you how to let go of trauma and negativity, and just so much more. So, I mean, I'll read you a couple quick inserts. So I marked them because I can, but I have to put my glasses on. So this is it. So one of the things she says is, in addition to measured and steady success, uh, Louise noticed other keys or recurring themes, or Cheryl realized occurring things when Louise was speaking about her spiritual journey. Simplicity, focusing on small, simple, and manageable steps instead of making things complicated. I mean, making things simple. I mean, I know there's a couple other books that are like that, but why make things so complicated? Optimism, putting attention and energy towards solutions rather than focusing on the problems. I love that one. Patience, experiencing the journey fully and consciously rather than rushing to achieve a particular result. I mean, these are things we know, but sometimes they're things we forget and don't think about. So I love it. I love how it just comes back to that. Um, Louise also discusses the power of negativity. Okay, so real quick, staking claim to this creative power and using your energy wisely can be challenging at first. After all, most of us have been trained to live in fear and to think and act defensively, looking for what doesn't work, what might go wrong, or what isn't good about our lives. I mean, you need only watch a few minutes of the news or read the headlines of a newspaper or website to see where the collective focus lies. Discover the danger lurking in your drinking water. The economy takes another dive. 10 reasons to keep your kids in full view. I mean, these nonstop fear-inducing messages can affect you in ways you're not even aware of. And over time, you may actually find yourself drawn to the negative news stories, conversations filled with useless drama and repetitive harmful thoughts. And once this cycle starts, it doesn't stop by itself. You have to be vigilant about making good choices and thinking good thoughts, substituting good for bad at every turn on every road. And how true is that? No matter where you live, when you're watching this, there's something negative on the news. A lot of things negative on the news, things that are happening around the world that we take in deeply. And then we scroll and focus and look more and more, or why don't I have that? And she has that, and I can't do that. And we put these thoughts in our mind. So the great thing is this makes us think. It makes you really analyze what you're thinking all the time, what you're choosing to put in your line of sight. The book also goes into the aspect of becoming aware of what we tell ourselves, ongoing. So like we discussed before. So this will be my last little thing that I'll read, okay? So, excuse me. The beauty of awareness is that it interprets a pattern, bringing attention to our inner conversation, the things we say to ourselves every single day is a way of becoming present to the truth. The messages we give ourselves day in and day out deepen a groove in the mind, giving them more power. And they also transmit energy out into the world, drawing back to us the very thing we focus on. Now, I'm a huge believer in energy healing, sending energy, receiving energy, the energy around us. We are energy. And there's another video about that somewhere else on my archive. But if we're putting out the negative thoughts and we're putting out the negative energy, don't you think the next person's going to feel it? I mean, don't you feel it? When you're around somebody or in a room where there's just this negativity or this, I don't know, darkness, don't you feel it? You feel something's off. Your gut tells you, your head tells you, your heart tells you, something tells you, because we receive energy. And that's part of who we are. So I found that was just really insightful. Again, things I've heard, things I know, but to read it again going, aha, okay, so aha moments. So I really did love this book. I love the positivity in it. I love the openness of it, the conversation, because it's basically just a conversation between the two women. At the end of the book, there's a whole collection of affirmations. Everything from the food you eat to affirmations about your kitchen and affirmations about your house and affirmations about your job and affirmations about your coworkers, and dealing with different aspects, negative, positive, family members, relationships, money. I mean, there's something for every subject in this book. So I enjoyed the book. Like I do most Louise Hay books. This is an older book, of course, because it was written when she was in her 80s, I believe. And again, she's been passed for a while. But it's a pretty cool, kind of a small book, so you don't have to worry about it too much. It won't take too long, but very insightful. And the positivity in this book, the simplicity in it, it packed a powerful punch. And it reminds me that I can do better. I can be better. And I think that that's something that if everybody thought that they could do one thing for one person or one thought could change everything, I think, wouldn't this be a wonderful place? Hope that made sense. Anyway, thank you for seeing my first book review. And if you've read the book or if you have any comments, feel free. I'm open to a discussion. This is kind of fun. So in love, light, and peace. Have a fantastic day.